Hey, what's up, you guys? Christina here, and I wanted to go live. A couple of things. Welcome to day 20 of your 60-day reset challenge. It's day 20. You did it, you guys. And what's really crazy is we have really stayed consistent and persistent for 20 days now. That's pretty dang awesome. That's actually really awesome. We had planned a hike today, but I just looked out the window, I checked the weather reports, and it says there's 100% chance of rain during the time we would probably be at the top of the mountain. So, you guys, we are not going to be hiking today, sorry, but I will be bringing you in on a workout in here around that time. So around 4 o'clock, you guys can join me. Actually, we may go a little earlier. No, we'll stick to 4. We'll just stay at 4. 4 o'clock, I'm gonna do a live workout right here in the gym, and it'll be a lot of fun, guys. I'm gonna do some strength moves. We're gonna do a Tabata workout, and it's gonna burn fat, build strength. You're gonna love it. So join me today, 4 o'clock, for a Tabata style workout, okay? Now, let's talk about this because it is Fit Friday. It's Friday, you guys. We have a lot of cool stuff going on. We've got first of all, what's really cool is we have our Stress Fix RX, our adaptogenic formula. It lowers stress, it helps prevent belly fat, which is kind of important, right? Our Stress Fix is on sale right now for $59, you guys. That's amazing. It's normally $139, so you can get Stress Fix right now. In fact, I keep mine in here with me. Let's see here. Here's my Stress Fix. In fact, you know what? It's been one of those days. The school has called me twice. I'm like, I need a Stress Fix. No, I love Stress Fix because Stress Fix is an adaptogenic formula that naturally lowers cortisol. And it lowers it with hydroxycitric acid, also known as HCA. Hydroxycitric acid helps not only lower your cortisol, but it boosts your serotonin, oxytocin, and dopamine. So basically, your feel-good hormones, which, yeah, I'm like, let me open this and just dump it in. Literally, yeah, I'm a mom of teenagers that go to a high school. Yeah, I need this. But, I love HCA, I love hydroxycitric acid, and I love that Stress Fix not only does that, but it also helps break down fat cells. It lowers stress-induced cravings. So when you're like, I'm gonna pull my hair out and I only want some French fries or something really sugary, that's what this does, you guys. It helps lower that stress-induced cravings and that stress-induced weight gain. Because here's the truth. People ask all the time, can you gain weight from being stressed? Absolutely. And what it does is your stress will actually trigger your body to store fat in your belly, okay? So in your tummy, in your belly. And why? Because this is around your vital organs, you guys. Your vital organs, without your vital organs, you can't survive, okay? So your body is a genius. It just stresses us out even more though. Unfortunately, your body's too dang smart for its own good. So here's what it does, you guys. It tells your body, when you're stressed, your chemicals tell your body to store fat, specifically in the midsection around your vital organs, because it thinks that it's protecting them. Because you can survive without maybe a foot or a leg or an arm. Listen, you can. You can even survive without brain function. It's true. I mean, there's people, sadly, who are in vegetative states, operating, living and surviving, but they're not thriving. And that is why your body stores fat around your vital organs. Does that make sense? So, you have one of those days, you have one of those weeks, you have one of those years, your cortisol's through the roof, and you're wondering why, for no freaking reason, you're starting to get a belly, why you're starting to get that pooch. That's why, you guys. That is why. It's because your cortisol is literally telling your body to do it. It's not your fault. Another reason why you might be feeling out of control with your eating. People are like, what's wrong with me? I can't help it. I keep ending up at the drive-thru. I keep getting this. I keep eating that. I keep ending up eating the ice cream or the peanut butter or whatever, right? A lot of times it's not because you have a willpower problem, it's because you have a high cortisol problem. And in those cases, that was me. I had a high cortisol problem. Once I lowered my cortisol levels, once I got my stress hormones in order, my body started operating better. It started losing weight, and I stopped being so voracious with my cravings for sugars, carbs, and sweets. So I share this, you guys, because so many of us think there's something wrong with us. They think there's something wrong with our heart, with our willpower, and there's something wrong with our brain. There's nothing wrong. Your chemicals are probably a bit high on the stress side. And when you're high on high stress chemicals, your body will act as such. It goes into what's called a self-preservation crisis mode. And basically all that means is that stress has made it to where your body is really good at storing fat and sending yourself cravings for carbohydrates, sweets, and salts, okay? Hello, milkshake, French fries, drive-through order, okay? So it is not because you're not strong. It is not because you're not tough. It's not because you are weak in any way. You guys, it's your hormones. Yes, your hormones could be sabotaging your journey. In fact, 99% of the time, most of our clients are experiencing hormone imbalances. And these could be for a variation of reasons: lack of sleep, a big change in life, injury, sickness. And the thing with when you're hot, your stress levels are high. When your stress levels get high, you guys, not only do you start storing fat around your organs, which is AKA the belly, right? You start to get the belly, you start muffin topping over your favorite jeans, and you're like, oh my gosh, it stresses you out more. It makes you feel less motivated. And this can happen regardless if you're eating the calories or not. People say, oh, I'm gonna start fasting, I'm gonna diet, I'll count calories. That's not gonna work if your hormones are off track. If your stress hormones are telling your body, store fat, you store fat. It does not matter. It doesn't matter. Are you hearing the words? It doesn't matter if you're eating good, exercising, doing your best. If your hormones are telling your body to store fat, your body will do whatever your hormones tell it. That's why we supplement, you guys. That's why I say get on the stress fix. Add stress fix to your life now. And if you already have it and you're experiencing these cravings, these hardcore cravings around times of stress, then you need to double your dose. And that's what's so beautiful about this journey, is it's not a one size fits all. You guys, yesterday, my little sister, Teresa, she's a clinic nutrition for us, is having some personal things go down. And she's like, I think I took Stress Fix 8 to 9 times yesterday. That's okay. Her body needed it. Her cortisol was through the roof. Today, I've had 2 phone calls from the school. I've taken this a little more than normal. And let me tell you, it's okay. If you have stressed out kids, maybe you have children that get stressed out with school, maybe they have social anxiety, test anxiety, they can absolutely take this. You have a husband, a boyfriend, a dad, a brother, maybe that's you, maybe you're a gentleman and you're watching this, you're like, I wonder if I could take Stress Fix. Absolutely. In fact, we have CIA agents that take this, where they are always working out, they're always training, yet they were getting big bellies and they couldn't figure out why. Stress. Yes, stress can cause weight gain. And it doesn't matter how disciplined you are here in the gym. It doesn't matter how good you are about getting your jog in, or your run in, or walking your mile and lifting your weights. If your stress hormones are saying, girl, guy, you store fat, your body obeys. Your body will obey your hormones. So that's why I explain why it is so important and it's imperative that you get those stress hormones down. Now, let's just say you've decided, you know what? I'm gonna have a me day. I'm gonna get my stress under control. Listen, one day of being in control of your stress will not affect you. It's gonna take about a year. I know, that's a bummer. But if you're doing something like this, the adaptogenic formula this is called Stress Fix RX, and believe it or not, Stress Fix reduces your stress hormones within 24 hours. It also balances those hormones so that way you can get back to normal fast. Most people feel better within 3 days, and majority see a change in their stress levels in a month of taking this. 30 days, you can transform your stress hormones. If you can do it in a year all by yourself of taking every single day to lower those hormones and to meditate, pray, reduce the stress, get more sleep, move to a freaking island, basically, literally stress-proof your life, or you can do something like Stress Fix and you can get it down in about 3 days. What a great trade, you guys. Listen, if you're dealing with any type of anxiety, stress, fatigue, both physical and mental fatigue, if you are a parent, please get this. If you are a parent trying to parent children during the pandemic, you 1,000,000% need the Stress Fix, you guys. You don't need another glass of wine. That's just gonna throw you off more. You don't need chocolate, you don't need pizza, you don't need carbs to make you feel better. You need to get those stress hormones down. And let me explain something. The only reason you want the wine, the alcohol, the carbohydrates, the sweets, the fats, and the salts is because your brain is sending signals to boost your oxytocin and serotonin. Those are your feel-good hormones, and they are the exact twin sister to cortisol. Okay, cortisol is your stress hormone. And it's only sending those signals. The reason why you're craving those comfort foods, which is very real, is because your body is trying to lower your cortisol. It knows it's dangerous to have your cortisol high all the time. Number 1, you're a hot mess. Number 2, you're edgy. Number 3, it'll burn out your thyroid. Number 4, it sends you into adrenal gland failure. Number 5, it makes you store too much fat around your midsection, around those organs it's trying to protect. Listen, cortisol makes you store fat in your belly, around your organs. And the reason is because it thinks it's protecting, it's cushioning, it's providing a buffer between your organs and the environment, okay? But the thing is, we're not needing to store fat because we're stressed for famine, or we're stressed for war, or we're stressed that we're being invaded or taken over by, some Vikings or something like that. We're not being chased by a tiger. We're being chased by paper tigers, meaning it's digital, it's in our mind, it's emotional warfare. We're being stressed out from the news, we're being stressed out from our kids' schools, we're stressed out because of fear of a virus that maybe we may not have ever had, like as in us physically. We're being stressed out because of worries, we're being stressed out because of finances, taxes, you name it. We're stressed out because of political reasons. It has nothing to do with an actual freaking Bengal tiger chasing you. But your body still lives 2,000 years ago. It doesn't understand that's why you're stressed. So guess what? It tries to protect you. I told you, your body's a genius, so much so that it stresses you out. So what do, guys? Do we just throw in the towel? Do we just throw ourselves on the floor and cry? No. We work smart and we be intelligent. And that is why, you guys, I created Stress Fix. Because as a full-time working mother of all sons, I have 3 sons, 2 are teenagers and 1's a tween. I have plenty of opportunities to test my stress hormones. And living in 2020 and having a small business in 2020 definitely gives me another opportunity to test my stress hormones. So I can test and rest assured that Stress Fix works. It's an adaptogenic formula that lowers your stress hormones. It makes it so you stop storing belly fat, you guys, but it also helps you stop stressing so much. Someone yesterday on our private feed on Fit Body Buddies said that feeling of when that first spray after you spray Stress Fix is so good. And the truth is that those who know really know. Those who have tried this and been faithful to themselves to lower stress hormones really know. As a mom of 3 sons, I know. And I created this for you. I created this for my friends who have kids. I created this for my friends who have stressful businesses. I created this for you, you guys. I created this for you who have annoying bosses, who have nosy neighbors, who have a lifestyle in a first world country that is making us want to rip our hair out. I created this for us. And it works, and it helps, and it will help you get rid of, number one, that belly. That if you're storing fat in your belly, guys, come on, I'm gonna take this off. If you're storing fat primarily in your belly, okay, guys, if you're storing fat primarily in your stomach, in your belly, you have a stress problem, okay? You have a stress problem. 100% you have a stress problem if that's where you store. If you're storing fat in the other reserve zones, which is under the chin, under the arms, and in the hips and thigh area, you have a stress problem, okay? If you are craving carbohydrates, sweets, and salts, particularly you find in the afternoon or after you've been exposed to something, someone, or some situation stressful, you have a stress problem. And that does not mean that you're like a stressed out person and you need to shrink. It means that your cortisol is high and that we gotta get the cortisol down so you can lose that belly fat. Listen, one of my favorite clients in the history of working with clients over the last decade was a CIA agent who was working on guarding both presidential candidates during the Hillary Trump election. Great person, awesome dad, awesome husband, awesome family. He was actually my neighbor. Totally awesome guy. And he came to me because he knows that I work with weight loss, and he goes, I need help with weight loss. I didn't know what he did. He was like my next door neighbor. I thought he like maybe sold tractors or something. I had no idea. Turns out he's a freaking CIA agent and a really high up guy. And he's stressed. He was really stressed. And I said, you don't have a weight problem. You have a high cortisol problem. I put him on this. Double, triple dose. I think we did triple dose with him during the election. He was actually there. And it's crazy. The gentleman lost like 30 pounds like that. He didn't change his eating. He didn't change his sleep. He didn't change his job. All we did was lower his cortisol. A CIA agent during the craziest election to history as of that date had gained so much weight from stress trying to work and protect both candidates. And all we did was get him started on the stress fix, and that's it. He didn't change anything else, and he lost 30 pounds like that, you guys. That was my favorite. He's my favorite client when it comes to stress because he thought he had a weight problem. He actually had a cortisol problem. And that's why I see so many people that will do the diets, that will go on Jenny Craig, that will do Weight Watchers, that will do keto, that will go vegan, that will do all these things and see results for like 5 minutes, and then it stops working and they wonder why, and then they stress about it, and then they gain all the weight back plus 5 more pounds, 10 more pounds, 15 more pounds. Listen, if you are tired of being sick and tired, if you are tired of going on a diet, it works for 5 minutes and then it stops, you need to realize it might not be that you have a diet problem or that you have a weight problem, but you might actually have a cortisol stress problem. And if that's the case, which I'm telling you, if you lived through 2020, hello, all of us, we have a cortisol problem. We have a cortisol crisis in America. And the truth is that we are overweight, we're stressed out, and we're sick. And all of this is from the crisis of cortisol, you guys. Cortisol. Every time you watch the news and the media and you stress out a little, guess what happens? Your cortisol goes up a little. Every time you get that annoying email or you see so-and-so on Facebook being a big old jerk, cortisol goes up a little. Every time you get that notice of something's changing yet again in your HOA, goes up a little. Your boss is a jerk and wants to know why you're not working on Sunday night at 11:30 p.m. It goes up a little. I'm telling you, and pretty soon, it's through the roof. You're through the roof and you can't button your pants anymore. It is not because you have a willpower problem. It is not because you have a diet problem. It is not because you have a problem with anything other than stress. Stress. So I want you guys to know there is hope. This is your hope, you guys. This is my hope. This changed my life. Nothing changed in my body until I changed my cortisol levels. And this lowers your cortisol so you stop storing belly fat, so you stop gaining weight, so you stop craving carbohydrates and sugars, and it works. And it is made right here in the United States in an FDA registered lab right here in the United States. Nothing I do is imported, not even our bottles. Everything is made here in the United States under my supervision. I'm a board certified master nutritionist who also, might I add, lost 134 pounds. You guys, I went from a size 24, 26 to a size 6, okay? I've dropped 20 sizes, okay? I used to not be able to fit through doors. I couldn't sit in chairs at restaurants. I couldn't cross my legs. I couldn't shop in normal stores. And now here I am wearing junior stuff. I mean, it's amazing. It's not magic. It's science. And it's science backed by hard work from myself and science backed from hard work from individuals like you. My clients, my patients and clients, my customers, whatever you want to call them, my friends, all over the world, they're seeing amazing results. And you know why? Because we combine the super nutrients and the power of plants and nature, and we take in a naturopathic approach combined with hard work and hustle, and they're seeing results. Listen, I'm like the coach, but you're the MVP quarterback, and together we're gonna help you win that Super Bowl of your life. We're gonna get that weight off you. We're gonna get your stress levels down. You're gonna feel amazing. Your kids are gonna be like, OMG. Your spouse, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, they're gonna be like, oh my gosh. We're gonna have to, their jaw's gonna drop when they see you. And you're gonna stand in front of that mirror and just be like, high five. I did it. I want that for you. But you gotta work with me. You gotta hustle with me. I can't do it for you. If I could, you guys know I would. I would do this for you. I would. Because people are stressed. And I'm telling you, you need this. It's called Stress Fix RX, and right now you guys can get it for 59 bucks. It's expensive. It's all natural. It's made from plants. It's adaptogenic therapy. It's 60% of this formula is actually hydroxycitric acid, HCA. HCA is a natural adaptogen that's very expensive, and it's naturally harvested, and what it does is it lowers that cortisol hormone, and it naturally boosts your serotonin, oxytocin, and dopamine. What that means is not only are you're gonna get rid of that belly fat, and you're gonna stop storing that belly fat, but it also means that your mood's gonna feel better. I call it vacation in a bottle. It's time to go to Cancun, you guys. Take your stress fix. It helps you feel more relaxed, more calm, more clear, more focused, and because it also boosts the oxytocin and dopamine, which are your ecstasy, bliss hormones. It's just in time for Valentine's Day. Your sex drive, your libido is also going to be balanced. Because the truth is, you guys, if you're having intimacy issues, relationship, romance issues, it's usually because of high cortisol. It's not because you don't love that person. It's not because you don't find them beautiful or attractive. It's because your body is, when your cortisol is high, the last thing you need to do is procreate. So it shuts off that need to procreate, basically. And so if you are having some of the symptoms of high cortisol, which are edginess, weight gain, fat storage around your belly specifically, and in the reserve zones of under the chin, under the arms, hips and thighs area, but specifically that belly area, if you are having a reduced libido, intimacy issues, that's a huge sign, because your body's a genius. You cannot be stressed and procreate or desire to procreate and or the action of it, have sex, if your stress hormones are through the roof. Okay, so yes, this is a sex talk. We're having a sex talk, guys. You can't be stressed and want to have sex at the same time. Hands down, that's how, at least, I barely gave this talk to my kids. So like literally, you cannot have the high hormones that are high in stress and expect to feel ecstasy. So you can go through the motions, obviously, but you won't enjoy it like the way you were meant to. And so that's all I'm saying on that. But literally, also another sign of high stress is craving the carbohydrates, the sweets, the comfort food. So if you fall into this, and then not to mention extreme fatigue, because you start to get adrenal gland issues, you get adrenaline pump, which then it dumps into your system and then you just crash. So if you're dealing with some of these, and then you can't sleep. That's another thing. You actually get to where you can't sleep at night and you have a hard time falling asleep, or you'll get adrenaline spikes where you'll wake up around 2 in the morning and you can't go back to sleep. These are all signs that you need to take your stress fix. You need to lower your stress hormones, and if you are already taking it and still experiencing some or all of these symptoms, you need to up it. So for me, I run really high cortisol. My parents used to say that I was 7 years old having panic attacks over homework. I'm a type A personality. I am a perfectionist. I've been that way since I was born. It's just how God made me. Doesn't mean it's not a good thing. It's a flaw in me and I got to work on that. It's my flawsome, right? It's part of me being flawsome. Great. So part of my flaws in my makeup and my chemical makeup of my body is that I stress the freak out. I get stressed out quick. I get an email, I go, because I want to fix it. I get a phone call, something breaks in the house, something, right? I want to fix everything. And I care a lot about people, so I tend to want to fix my problems and help everybody else fix their problems. So then I take on all this stress. And so I know that my personality, my lifestyle, not even my lifestyle, I have a good lifestyle. I'm a very healthy lifestyle, but I have my personality. So because I tend to be empathetic and I'm an empath, I take on other people's, sometimes I take on their stuff, that I do need a double dose for myself. So I take 10 sprays 2 to 3 times a day. A normal dose is 5 sprays 2 times a day, but I do personally take 10 sprays 2 to 3 times a day based on my stress levels. And that's what's great, you guys. You can up the stress fix based on your stress levels. If you notice you're storing belly fat very rapidly, up your stress fix. Up your stress fix. Up it. Go double, triple it. It's okay. If you have questions, you can reach out to me. If you have more questions on cortisol, adrenal gland failure, chronic fatigue, it's all tied to cortisol. Chronic fatigue, I had chronic fatigue for many years. I was diagnosed with it in my early 20s. And all of that went away when I lowered my cortisol hormones. And I will tell you that I did deal with everything we talked about, from the fatigue, the mood, the low libido, everything. And when I lowered my cortisol, everything went through the roof. And I mean everything, okay? So just so you guys know. So Valentine's Day is around the corner. Love yourself. Get yourself a bottle. Get your loved one. Get your husband, your boyfriend, your spouse, your girlfriend, whatever. Get your wife, your husband, whatever. Get them a bottle too. And yes, like as I shared earlier, men can absolutely take stress fix. In fact, I tend to see studies show as well that men tend to carry higher cortisol levels than women in their body. It's their makeup as well, and they tend to carry much higher cortisol. That's why you see the men with the big old hard bellies, we call them beer bellies. They're actually called cortisol. They're cortisol stomachs, okay? They get this big old belly and tiny little legs and no butt. That's because they're filled with cortisol, you guys. And this helps. Like I told you about the CIA agent that lost 30 pounds like that just by adding this in. This works, guys. I'm telling you, it works. It's powerful, and it's right here and available to you. You need a solution for stress, anxiety. It works. And yes, stress does cause fat storage. It does cause weight gain. It does cause intimacy issues. It does cause your metabolism to completely shut down. It does cause cravings. It does cause you to crave comfort food. Stress does cause all of that. And stress can come from not just a stressful lifestyle. It can come from sickness, disease, cancer, injuries, lack of sleep, a shitty job, a bad job, a crappy boss. It can come from having teenagers. I know. It can come from all of that, you guys. So forgive I'm usually pretty good about not cussing on camera. I try not to. But sometimes when we're just talking real, it comes out. And I try to be I try to speak to you as if you and I were sitting right here. You came into my clinic or you're working out with me here. I want you to have truth, because truth is what's going to set you free in your health. And again, I stick to my lane. I know what I do works. I know that I help people all over the world. I know that I've changed my life. I've changed thousands of people's lives. Enough so that I've been invited onto national television shows, onto magazines, and they let me share. So you have access to hear my words and my voice right here, one-on-one. Please listen to wisdom. Don't be foolish and just one ear out the other. Do this. Make these changes. Up your stress fix. Do that. If you already have it and you're still experiencing symptoms, up it. And again, I told you, it's on sale, guys. If you need another one, get it now, because on Sunday it's over. So check it out, fitbodyweightloss.com, Stress Fix RX. It's amazing. It'll change your life. It's changed mine. It's changed countless others. And it works fast. Most of the time you notice a change within 24 hours. I have clients that call me within 10 minutes and they'll say, oh my gosh, I feel better. I feel like I just went on vacation. We need this. After 2020, you need this. All right, guys, have a beautiful day. I'm going to get my workout in, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye, everybody.